Types of ownership, there's working interest, overriding, and royalty interest. Royalty interest, again, it begins with production and it ends with production. And it's based on the fraction that you've negotiated in that lease agreement. And it gets you the check, okay? That's how you get paid, it's once they start production. Working interest owners are people that have joined in with the operator and are actually producing. They're partners in the well. So the first thing they get is not a check like a royalty owner. They get a bill to help pay for drilling the well. There's overriding interest. That interest is always carved out of the working interest share of the well, not from your royalty interest. That usually goes to geologists, independent geologists or landmen that have worked on a prospect and have negotiated that as part of their sales agreement. All right, the check. That's what everybody wants once we get to the check. And the example here is just from one company, and it's kind of overwhelming when you look at one of these things. And there is no standard check form. Every company has a different form, okay? So what you do need to understand, though, is the deduction codes on your check. And as this example shows, there are numerous codes at the bottom of this thing to show deductions. You need to understand those. Do they have the right to take those deductions? If there's severance taxes to be withheld from for the state coffers, then the company's usually obligated to make that withholding and send that to the state on your behalf as the royalty owner. But you need to know those things, and anything else that shows up as a deduction from your gross, you better figure out why they're taking it, and if you don't understand and you don't think they have the right to, talk to them about it, okay? Going back to your duties and responsibilities, said keep copies of everything, all right? Just organize yourself. Whatever works for you, keep it organized. How you should set up your files, it's all up to you. But you want to be sure you have evidence of title that you, again, can pass on to your heirs. And if you've just received interest from a deceased relative or loved one, go to the company that was paying them and find out what their requirements are. Do they require it to go through probate? Some do, some don't. Some, it's as simple as an affidavit of heirship and a certificate of death, and you're good to go. And they'll do you can do a quick claim deed with the county, and everything's done. But it depends. Some companies say, no, we want the probate documents, we want everything else. Keep all of those records. Keep all the division orders you've got. Keep the lease offers that you get. Maybe somewhere down the road you'll say, oh, gee, what was it that guy offered me? I wish I remembered that because this guy's made an offer now and I think I had a better deal. So keep things and keep it all organized, all right? If you have correspondence with the company, keep those records, at least for several years, so that you can refer back to it if you need to. So that was a very brief Mineral Management 101 class. If you attend most of our state conventions, the NARO state conventions, or definitely if you attend our national convention in the fall of any year, there's an expanded version of this. It lasts from an hour plus, and with experts teaching this class. So this was just a teaser to put up on our website and through YouTube so that people can understand that there's an awful lot of information that you need to know as a mineral owner, and as you become a royalty owner, you have duties and obligations to yourself and your family to manage those mineral properties appropriately. Thanks.